What's good, fellow CEOs? Welcome to the irony of gaming. And today we're going to be starting the main episode 3. Also, too, guys, in case you missed it, I did create, I did make a video on the Great Expedition. This one was a little bit lengthy because, I did have a few trials and errors. But I really did enjoy my time in playing the Great Expedition, and I might actually just play it again just for fun, just to see what we get out of it. Well, I mean, we got all the rewards already, and then we got the fancy new title with it as well. But yeah, I really do think they should expand more on like modes like this, because that was really fun. Maybe they should make it into like a weekly thing. Give us like some weekly rewards, just like how they do with the gauntlet system. I think that would be really cool if they did that. But yeah, let's continue on with the let's start the main episode 3, which is the old relationship. So this one, like when you get into episode 3, this is where things starts to really get real. Like shit really gets real on this, and it starts to really dive deeper into the story of CounterSide. This really got me locked in the first time I read this one, and we're gonna see what happens. Coffin Company receives a request from the military as the confrontation with the Replacer Syndicate intensifies. Yumina faces an old friend. An old friend. Wonder who could that be? But yeah, just a quick little recap. Episode 2, we ended up running into the Replacers over there. We ended up fighting an individual called a Replacer Knight. And sadly, we ended up losing Amy because she got pummeled into oblivion in the ground, supposedly. But later on in the end, we ended up finding out that she was just pretending to be dead and pretending to be blown up into smithereens by getting crushed. And it turns out that Amy is working for some mystery commander that we don't know of, supposedly, right now. And yeah, it seems that she's a lot stronger than she let on. But yeah, let's start this. Oh, also too, guys, you already know the drill. Before I start any of this, if I'm going to talk about anything spoiler related, I'm going to count down from 5 seconds. That's going to give you time to mute the video. If I'm going to talk about any type of other substreams or future episodes that you guys haven't read yet, I'm going to count down for 5 seconds. And once I'm done talking about what I'm talking about, then I'm going to rotate my mouse just like this, and that's going to give you the signal to unmute the video, and then we can just continue on. And also too, if I'm going to start any missions, the rule for me is that I'm obligated to only use units that is part of the same squad. Now sometimes there's going to come to situations where I may need to do a collaborative effort, meaning that I'm going to end up having to use another unit that's part of a different squad, and just to complete the mission on there, depending on the situation. We've only done that only a few times, really, so it's kind of like a rare thing that it happens. But as we progress further on, you'll eventually see those type of situations if you haven't already. But yeah, let's continue with this. Let's start it. Oh, who's this person? You know what they need to do? They need to put a skin of this. That's because that's just funny. They definitely need to do that. Okay, so prologue: an incompetent boss and competent subordinate. They come up to this. They come to the stage from the auditorium. Okay. Wonder who this guy is. What do you even do around here? Hold on 1 second. Gotta check something. All right. All right, it's going good. And we all know why. She's not really good with electronics. Also, if you guys don't know about that one, you can check out the episode. Actually, it is part of a later episode, a later main episode. They will explain more on that. I would suggest you would read that one, but unfortunately it is part of the main episode, so we got a long way to go before we end up going there. But I mean, if you want, I do have a video of it, you know, of the main episode, Baru episode. I think it's like episode 14, I think it is. But I would suggest not to read that yet, just because it's actually part of the main episode and not a substream. So yeah, we'll eventually get there though. The birth certificate, come on, Lee Jisoo. Seriously? The transfer report. The morale in this office is damn. But you can see just fine with both eyes. Bro. Also, I never noticed this. Who is she calling? Can we actually see what that number is? No, I don't think we can. Manager Na. Na Yubin. Sweet personality. Oh man. Looks like Na Yubin has a very good personality, very charismatic personality to the people. Yeah, they definitely need to give they need to what is it, put a skin like this in the shop. This would be hilarious. And then if he does like a special, if they do like a special or something like that, like the special will probably be like, I don't know, like showing paperwork or something, or throwing paper, or held in the paper and just pointing the finger or something at them. It's like, hey, go over there or do something. That would be hilarious if they did something like that. Wonder who he's talking to. Commander? Oh man, Lee Jisoo. So hopeless. That's quite some acting, Jisoo. Oh, she switched up real fast. Uh-oh. I remember seeing that part and I was like, oh, I'm getting invested in this. I was like, I wonder what's going on here. But yeah, then that's pretty much it from there. A new portfolio work, okay. Okay, so we got our first mission. What are we gonna do? Should we switch out the panda? Also, too, guys, let me know in the comment section if you would like for me to keep the panda throughout the throughout this journey of the main episodes. There may come a time to a certain point where maybe I can't keep the panda on here, but I'm all for it if you guys want me to keep the panda as the ship through this through this whole story journey. But for now, we're gonna use the business sedan. All right, let's see. Who are we gonna use though? What enemies is this? Okay, we should be fine. I tell you what, let's use the new unit that they released.
같이 하는 건 질색인.
Mountain Dew. Oh man, trying to rob the company now? Come on. The one who thinks he's James Bond. Wait, what? Wow, I don't remember this. I don't remember Sylvia being a fan of John Mason. Is she being sarcastic? Tommy and the Losers. Oh, Kim Hana's pissed. You don't want to get her mad. It's interesting you say that. Government contractor now. Bro, he's already purchasing luxury with the money. did, didn't you? Man, she really hates that robot, huh? Mina's starting to learn. The same middle name as Lena. Or Lena? Huh. Man, she's really into this whole astrology stuff. Hey, who knows, Lena? Chloe might actually be right. Sounds like a cult to me. Delta 7. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you remember what Sylvia said, right? Where she said that she heard of a report or something like that. Hold on. She said, of course I know you. You're the hero who kicked that sleazeball's butt. Is she referring? Like, correct me if I'm wrong on this, right? But is she referring to Jake Walker when Jake was on a mission and he ended up having to there was something that he was looking for, or he was there was something, and I think John Mason and what is it, Tommy and those guys, I think that they had a run-in with Jake. I might be remembering this wrong. I definitely got to look back on it, but it is part of a substream, and Jake, I guess there was like a misunderstanding, and they ended up having to fight Jake. and they ended up going through, like, I guess, like, just a bunch of shenanigans trying to escape Jake, which then ended up leading Jake to leaving him hanging out of the dimensional ship while they did a dimensional jump, and he was still holding on to that and went through and started enduring all that, like, radiation and all that stuff on the outside of it, and ended up surviving. So if this is the same thing that, you know, that Sylvia was talking about, that's insane. And that's pretty cool though, because, like, it's all starting to come together now. And Mina don't sound too convinced. Bro. Yeah, Knight was pretty strong.
오빠, 우리 힘내봐요. 숨어봤자 머리카락 다 보인다고. 큰 거 온다. 이렇게 되어줄까? 완전 무적 상태예요. 비명을 질러줘! 완전 무적 상태예요!
Uh-oh.
큰 거 온다!
You don't want them to touch the car.
완전 무적 상태예요! 싹둑 해줄게! 역시 오빠가 최고예요!
There we go. You don't say. Hard to find counters who can overwhelm COs like that. Ah. Jushiyun and Hilde.
싹둑 싹둑.
Lucky day, I guess so. Following the path of the pilgrims. All right, let's see. Who are we gonna choose? I'm gonna choose her.
저는 침식파에 노출되지 않게 주의하도록.
Wait. Ooh, okay. Skilled hacker over here.
언니, 오빠들 잘 부탁드립니다.
지켜봐 주십시오. 관리자. 좌표 확인.
언니, 오빠들에게 도움 됐겠죠?
Nice.
저 많이 칭찬해 주실 거죠?
Oh no, he heard about that too? Oh shit, they're talking about her. Goddess of Destruction, and Miss Big Guns. Yo, guys, I'm telling you, I'm calling this. If she gets a rearm, I think she is gonna get a rearm, either a rearm or an awakened. If she does, this is exactly what it's gonna be called, Goddess of Destruction. I'm just convinced that that's exactly what's gonna happen. I mean, maybe they might even call her this, Miss Big Guns, but I really do think that they're definitely gonna. She's definitely gonna have the title of goddess of destruction. Of course. Wait, what? A cheese flavored energy bar? Is that is that a thing in real life? A cheese energy bar? I don't think I've ever heard of something like that before. Would that even taste good? He really tried to weasel his way out. Uh-oh. How are you gonna explain this, Mason? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Gonna get the special forces to kidnap him. Clever girl. Ten seconds. Wow. Man, yo, she is schooling you, man.
저를 투입하신 보람이 있었길 바랍니다. 관리자님.
Yes, it was definitely worth it. Successful entry. Just looking for the others who had dived with me. Then I saw a ship in the distance. At first, I thought I was seeing things, but I wasn't. Too bad I didn't know what it was then. Another ship in the distance. Huh. Alright, let's put the panda back in. No. We're gonna put the duck. Yep. Then bar. We're gonna use that. Oh, this is great. Are there air units? I'm gonna hope that there aren't, depending on what I do. Yeah, let's do this. Let's just do that.
저 사람들은 쫓으면 안 돼.
So no one knows who made the ship. Wait a minute. Okay. You don't say. Wonder what it does.
오빠들 잘 부탁드립니다. 천천히, 알지? 조심해. 부서지겠다.
That's a high-tech looking ship.
완전 무적 상태예요. 너무 부시지마. 저기도 전부 저희 땅이에요. 역시 오빠가 최고예요.
Nice. Capable of reasoning like people, but with the body of COs. Very interesting. For those of you that know, you know. Even if they're still capable of reasoning, the inarticulate. A means to an end. Hey, sometimes you just gotta be simple with it.
야호.
Might be onto something.
친구가 기쁘면 나도 기뻐요.
Life or death. Okay, who we choosing this time?
잘 부탁드립니다, 여러분.
Oh. Oh man, I remember listening to this track. This track sounds so dope. It's one of my favorite tracks. Ooh, they coming in fast. Ooh. Surpasses those of the demon types. So much faster than an actual shadow. That design looks cool. You don't know her, Mina? Ah, shit. Replace their bishop. Man, this track is so cool. Love this track. That's like another thing. What really got me hooked into the story and just roped into the game. The amazing soundtrack that goes along with the scenes of the story. Uh-oh. Despicable as ever. Huh. Whew. She's bearing some real hatred towards her.
우리 힘내봐요.
제 80전개 적을 섬멸할게요.
One-on-one. Or maybe several versus one.
굽이치기 한 번 더.
완전 무적 상태예요. 여기도
가구도
저기도
한
전부
번
저희
더.
땅이에요. 역시 오빠가 최고예요.
Nice. Uh-oh, she's struggling. That's funny coming from her saying that. How can you be so cruel? within the past few episodes, she was all about the money and just achieving the mission. I guess you could say, in a way, that could be considered cruel as well. Uh-oh. Oh! That just goes to show you how powerful Hilde is. See, this is really interesting. It's a great day for a reunion with old friends like you, Mina. What exactly does he mean by that? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So, spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, for those of you who didn't mute the video, so do you guys remember the last administration failure? Na Yubin and Lee Soo-yeon, right? They were part of the old administration. During the collapse, they already, I think that they were already aware on where Hilde was going to, and Lee Soo-yeon wanted her to stay, right? So the thing is, hold on, I had to burp. But the thing is, what I'm wondering is that did they end up seeing like the smaller version of Yumina? Because if so, that would really make sense on how Na Yubin would, you know, how he would make that type of comment. That's really interesting. Because after that administration failure, as the wolf that was the smaller version, they ended up injuring Tamel. So then once this whole thing ended up happening where the administrator did the reset to reverse, like just basically just reset it again, but things are a bit more different. That has to be the way of how they how he knows this person, or how he ends up knowing Mina, unless there might be something else that we don't know yet that's missing that information. And if so, I'm assuming that has to be during the inevitable story whenever they release it, when we get the full story on Six Wings and what is exactly Six Wings' main purpose. And I think that can really reveal exactly what's happening, especially when it comes down to you know when did Nayubin get his awakening? When did he figure out that he was the antagonist? I know that they showed like specific scenes of a particular past where they're assuming that where it's implied that Nayubin was talking to the administrator and didn't want second in command security access for the administration, but the administrator ended up forcing the authorization on Nayubin anyway, having Nayubin learn about the truth, the main truth of what's going on. And maybe that was information to also tell him that, hey, you're the antagonist. I would really love to see a substream story of Nayubin's story. I could tell it would be like dark, edgy, and just epic as hell. Especially when it comes down to his awakening. I would love to see that. I would love to read that substream story whenever they come out with it. Because I am almost positive that they're gonna do something like this. They have to, because it would be such a crucial thing to the story. Nayubin. Ah. You know what's so crazy? Actually, no, not really. Because I mean, I guess you could assume. I guess you could assume, like, if you're fighting a bunch of replacers and someone shows up here from the past, you're just like, oh, and then they deflect the attack. Yeah, that would make sense. Why she has this such hostility. Instantly knocked her out. Pleased to finally meet you in person. But that doesn't... what it could be too. For what I was saying, but for those of you who didn't mute it, for what I was saying earlier before, that's probably how he ends up. That's probably what has something to do with that comment he made. For what I was saying earlier, that could be the case. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, I think this is starting to make sense now on why I got a theory on something on why the administrator ended up resetting it rather than going to another world. He saw that, so when the younger version of Yumina ended up injuring Tamel, right? That showed like an anomaly right there, right? So I'm guessing that the administrator probably thought at that time that, well, what would happen if I did a reset, but this time Yumina would be all grown up this time. So as she becomes an adult, maybe that's the chance that we're basically looking for to see if Yumina is now strong enough to actually defeat Tamel, because she couldn't do it as she was as a child and managed to injure her. So what would the results be when she's fully grown up? This is all starting to make sense now, especially with the comment that Nayubin made. Ooh. Where promises are broken. I know exactly where that place is. Oh man, yo, it is so crazy, like seeing this, like rereading this, knowing what you know within the further areas of the story. It's like, man, this is crazy. Oh wow. Hold on. All right, hold on. Spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, this is crazy. So even Nayubin already, yeah, this is crazy because even in the Baru episode, Nayubin was already aware of who Jushi Yoon was, and even Lee Ji-soo knew who it was just because of the blood, the beast blood that she has. You know what I think was crazy too? As we're reading through it, I'm not sure if Jushi Yoon had a sense of it, and then basically what the legend says that the people with the beast bloods always ends up coming together at some point. They always tend to meet no matter what, just because it's based off of fate. And then knowing that, and then you like see this in the past, this is crazy. A good experience too, and it's just like as she was fighting Jushi Yoon, it's like she didn't really seem. It's like she wasn't seeking to kill him, but in a way, maybe she was like, you know, training him and, you know, seeing how far he's come, to see that one day if he's ready to actually, you know, do what he has to do later on within the episodes. This is crazy how it's all coming together like this. That's insanity. And she was pretty much bodying him at the time too. And she still is pretty powerful as well, so it's crazy. Yeah, she is freakishly powerful. Oh, she just knocked out?
이 정도면 기대해 주신 몫은 해냈을까요?
Oh, that was the end of, okay, Act 1. Okay, so we go into Act 2. That face. I wonder, will they ever give us a skin like this? I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do that already. Unless, am I wrong? Do they have this skin already? Shin Najin. Shin Najin. Have we seen that name somewhere else before? Interesting. Not with that brain. You know what would be crazy if they added this type of skin to replace their bishop. Oh man, they are cooking this man. Ah, is that so? Oh right, the watch is right there. She used to wear it, huh? Wait a minute, this. Hold on. Spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, hold on, I'm trying to form a thought on this because this kind of don't make any sense to me. Because like when the reset ends up happening, right? Now I remember this before. There's a substream. I think it's part of the seasonal one, or it's just part of the regular substream section where it says like I think it's called A Promise, I think it's called, where it's a different type of universe where the administrator is basically the administrator is in like basically has a footage of an older world where Lee Soo-yeon ended up finding this video and ends up watching it and is confused about it, and the administrator says it's just a little experiment. But within that video he did mention something where he said that Hilde, because Hilde was there, it's implied that Hilde was there with him, and that she basically was the second in command teacher of the academy, the first academy. Basically he was teaching it, and Hilde was the vice president for it. Even though she rarely would show up, but she was considered to be, you know, the basically the second in command of that academy of students. But I remember him mentioning that she basically went off somewhere to try and look for the missing student. Basically the other missing student was Mina. So could it be that maybe somewhere around that time when Mina, I guess like maybe when the reset happened, the administrator and Hilde was probably looking for Mina but couldn't find her again? And I'm guessing what ended up happening was the younger version of Mina was actually taken by Tamel herself. But rather than Tamel killing her, I guess like Tamel allowed her to grow up just because she found it unusual that the younger version of the wolf ended up injuring her. So she, I guess in some sense, it piqued her curiosity. So she's probably thinking, oh yeah, maybe, my victory is ensured. My victory is assured. Like there's really nothing you could do to stop me. So I'm going to indulge in this curiosity and allow this individual to grow up to see what could happen. Something also tells me that they say that Tamel is the original sin, right? But something tells me that she may not be the actual main villain of this. Something tells me that there might be something more to this, that perhaps maybe Tamel doesn't have a choice but to do this, that maybe there is something far greater and far worse. But then again, it is also implied too that, like, basically in the story too, they say, like, even though Tamel is all powerful, stronger than all of the other demon lords, but the story still implies that she is a demon lord herself. So could it be possible that there's another greater power out there that made her into a demon lord? Or maybe a special type of demon lord that allows her to gain control of the Tree of Sephiroth? Because it's really interesting when you think about it, because, like, how else, like, I don't know, it's like, how else would Mina, be this grown-up version and whatnot? unless she ends up growing up. Because if the administrator did do a reset, right, as it's implied, if the full reset ended up happening, then that would mean if the full reset ended up happening, that would mean that the younger version of Mina would still be the younger version, but things would have to be operating differently. Which means that if Mina disappeared without a trace and they didn't know what was happening, that would also mean that would also mean that they weren't aware that, you know, that Tamel had her in the first place. Otherwise, they would have tried to try and take her, or maybe they wouldn't even try to because they knew that if they did, Tamel would end up causing the end of the world. Oh man, this is crazy. They really should. I think that they will do it. That they will explain more on the situation, like more on what exactly happened before she gave her the watch. But if that's the case too, right? Wouldn't that also mean that she, like, who were their parents? Or this could all be fabricated. Maybe Tamel just decided to, you know, just create this version of Mina like that. And according to Mina, she thinks that it's been something else, but maybe it isn't. You know, maybe she doesn't even have a memory of her childhood years, or even who her parents are, because I don't think not once the story ever mentions who her parents were. It's very interesting. Something to really think about. A snob. Never thought a snob like your sister would give you a gift. So has Nare met her? So she does know about her. Oh, damn. Way to be blunt. The time seems to be off too. Huh. Boiling point. They say boiling point of madness? Oh, memories.
늘 하던 대로 하세요.
I really got my butt kicked this time. You know, I remember reading this for the first time, and I was like, because what is it? Because when you see like the mysteriousness that Shiyun was, you'd be thinking, oh wow, he's probably like super powerful and whatnot. And then when you just read this, I was just like, damn. I was like, she must be real powerful if he lost to her. Because I've always saw like when I first read this and first saw this unit, this character, I always thought that like this character is like one of those like in the animes where you see one of those super powerful characters where they're like mysterious and don't really say much about themselves, and then all of a sudden it's just like, you know what, you go on ahead, protagonist, I'll deal with this situation right here. And then you just see like their power just go crazy and whatnot, kind of like in the animes of like Bleach and whatnot, or like during the Arankar seasons, when you just see like the friends and companions and whatnot, they just show their true power and all that. I always saw it kind of like that. Couldn't find her in the administration's database. I think there's a specific individual who is responsible for that. Oh yeah, I think we definitely know who that is. For those of you who know about the story or already. Yeah, she's pretty powerful. Of course, the cut-in. Playing dumb is harder than I thought. You don't say.
오빠,
Interesting,
우리 힘내봐요.
curious choice of words.
시끄럽군요. 조용하게 만들어드리죠. 저리 비켜. 제법인데요?
큰 거 온다. 완전 무적 상태예요.
시간 낭비는 그만두죠.
Don't touch the duck.
완전 무적
비키세요.
상태예요. 완전 무적 상태예요. 역시 오빠가 최고예요.
Nice. Ooh, she is pissed. Oof. It seems that Hilde didn't care not once. Oh, I wonder if they'll talk about that. Oh, you see what I'm saying? They definitely gotta. They're definitely going to They just have to. They're probably definitely gonna create a substream story of not Yubin. It would probably explain so much and reveal a lot of like a lot of crazy truth bombs. Wait, what? Huh. It's interesting that she says that. Hold on a second. Just in case. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, what isn't in this part in this scene, if I remember correctly, wasn't she lying to Hilde on this? Because it was the other way around. That instead Lee Soo-yeon wanted Na Yubin to take her with him, but he declined. He declined and said that she can't, that she has to stay here to watch over Hilde. I guess to prevent Hilde from making a foolish decision, like she normally did whenever the wolf was in trouble. She would always be doomed to try and break the rules, which then leads to the reasoning on, why us as the administrators here, and why we have to stay hidden from Hilde because of the contract that we made with Hilde. Interesting stuff. Huh. That don't seem like all the truth, Hilde. Sounds like you're lying.
이걸로 어떤 게 더 바뀌었을까요? 좋은 결과 있으셨길 바라죠.
Hell is a fiery pit or whatnot, but that's not true. There was nothing in hell. Zip, zilch, nada. I swear, although I ran away from the entrance. Entrance to the abyss. What are we gonna use?
제대로 찾아온 거겠지?
Ominous omen. Guys, they already knew. They knew from the start. This was planned from the start. If you know, you know. An omen? How superstitious of you. Chloe called it the whole time, guys. Chloe knew. You don't end up in some kind of cult. Oh man, that's hilarious. Coming from Chloe. Huh. Whoa. Yep. I really hope there's no air units in this one, because if it is, we will be in trouble.
다치기 전에 물러서.
완전 무적 상태예요. 오빠에게 도움 됐겠죠? 역시 오빠가
Nice.
최고예요.
Man, he's really trapped in. He's really like deep in thought. Protective suit. Ah. Yep.
내가 아니었어도 어차피 오늘 끝날 일이었어.
That's almost palpable. One sinks to the bottom of the inner world. The bottomless pit.
맹세를 지키기 위해서 Wait a second. Hold on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, wait, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Am I missing something here? Just in case. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, I may have to go back. I may have to go back and reread that again on the last section 2-2, because didn't they say something where they said that this world right here looks like it died, right? So if we ended up resetting the world, like if any of you guys know this too, like feel free to let me know in the comments section, because I think maybe I'm missing something here, because didn't they say at one point where they said that the world ended up getting reset rather than moving to another world, right? So could this be like one of those I guess like city areas that ended up getting destroyed and getting taken in by the CounterSide effect and became a corrupted area? Or could this be like something completely different, where, because if we just ended up going into the CounterSide just now with a dimensional jump, this is a different type of world right here. Wouldn't that mean that this is a different type of world? So if the reset ended up happening, shouldn't it be like in a, I don't know, like, is it in the same world still, or did we end up moving to a different world? But then that wouldn't make sense, because they said that it was reset. Could it be like something similar to how the situation with Swan was, where this one area was all corrupted and it was like the CounterSide effect, but then got reversed when, you know, a specific situation was happening from there? But then I don't know, that wouldn't make sense either, because that was like part of that, you know, this world that we find ourselves in. So then what is this area? I must be missing something here. Huh. Yeah, definitely feel free to let me know in the comment section if you guys know, or have an idea of it, because I don't know if this is like, I don't know, is because I think I'm missing something here, or I must have forgotten something. Oh wait, didn't they say something too, where they said that the administration prevent people from going into this area, right? So that could mean that this is an area or something. Like this is an area rather than a different world. Man, not Yuban. You gotta hand it to him. He is vague from start to finish, constantly. Wonder where he learned that from. Oh. Those are some real fighting words, Lee Jisoo. Better hope you could back it up. Okay, I don't think you could, Lee Jisoo. But sure. I mean, that would be interesting. Let's see what you're made of. Wait, what? I'm not sure what the proper greeting would be. Pleased to meet your acquaintance or long time no see. Oh man, this is getting crazy. Pleased to make your acquaintance or long time no see. What do you mean by that? But could the same be said of someone who can't remember her own past? Oh, okay, that's interesting. But could the same be said of someone who can't remember her own past? I'm curious to find out. Don't do anything stupid. Huh. Uh-oh.
오빠, 우리 힘내봐요.
There's so much happening on this
싸우겠어.
episode.
그 맹세를 위해서라면. 허술하군.
완전 무적 상태예요. 여기도 저기도 전부 저희 땅이에요. 저 많이 칭찬해 주실 거죠?
You know, I mean, I am curious to how he did that. He and his eye patch girlfriend. This one's a lot taller.
싸우고 싶진 않았어. 하지만
Interesting. Man, they are dropping some really interesting points for this. Also, too, as just letting you guys know, definitely pay close attention to this specific part of Act 2. Like all of Act 2, pay close attention to this. Actually, you know what? Actually, episode 3 in general, for the first 2 acts, definitely keep that in mind for when we get into you know, future main episodes. You may discover something interesting, or may even come up with interesting theories when you see specific things happen. We recognize the world by sharing different memories. Resolving the collision of memories is necessary for the establishment of a world. Wait a minute. Recognize the world by sharing different memories. Resolving the collision of memories is necessary for the establishment of a world. Residue. Let's see, what are we going to use? Wait a minute. a few, like in Act 1 or something, right? This never showed up, right? Because I think I remember I was looking for this, and this section didn't show up. Unless I'm going crazy, and I'm experiencing some type of data corruption or something. Because I was looking for this earlier, and I couldn't find it. Alright, let's see. Who to choose?
설렁설렁하는 녀석.
Girl in Memory. They can't see each other's faces. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, hold up. Okay, spoiler alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, I think this is starting to really start to make sense now. I think this individual, this girl in the memory, just because of like what we know of in the later episodes, I think some of the theories might be sound in this, that this figure here, I think this might be Tamel herself. I think that Tamel and Mina are probably one and the same. Two sides of a different coin. And like as we go more into the episodes, the fact that Mina starts to, like, when Mina makes a deeper contract with this girl in memory, she begins to start learning all these different techniques, begins able to copy people's sword styles. It's almost as if, and according to Mina herself in the past, she knows nothing of the Wolf's Bane sword. That sword was originally held by the supposed original owner, which was Tamel herself. And the only person who could probably even teach those type of memories or type of styles would be Tamel herself. So this individual here is probably, and you know what's kind of crazy too? It kind of reinforces it a bit, because the fact that you can't see the residue of the face, this is probably towards when Tamel was put to sleep. So she's in that temporary sleep stasis. So maybe because she's in that temporary sleep stasis, maybe things become a bit fuzzy, or she can't see Mina's actual face. It's like there are some holes within that theory, and it could somewhat easily fall apart and proven false by specific other information that we get later on. But I think that this might be Tamel disguising herself, kind of like how she saved the administrator and then tried to pretend to be Paradox. And the only reason why we even know of that, or assume that that's what's implied, is because when the administrator wakes up from the gunshot wound, Paradox has no idea what the administrator is talking about. And then casually the administrator just ignores that he even said that. He just completely brushed it aside and said, anyways, let's just go to the situation here. This would make a lot of sense, especially since the administrator, when shot, considering that this background is not just like, just like a casual background just to use, just because they didn't want to create something different, then this was the same dimension that shows up when Tamel showed up within the administrator's mind. So it's like, when you think about it that way, it really starts to connect all together. And the fact that she even said this too, she says Na Yubin, which she already knows who Na Yubin is because he is the antagonist. She would automatically know who the antagonist is, and she says Na Yubin. Na Yubin is here? And she's like, you're not on his side too. And she said, on his side, of course not. So if this really was the type of, the past wolf, the past young wolf version of it, then that wolf would have said that, yeah, they are on their side because they were part of the old administration. So the fact that she says no, that's a clear indication that this is probably not who we think that it is. But of course, at the time, we wouldn't know that because we're still reading through the story on this. But as we start to read through the entire thing, like so far, where it is ended at right now due to the omens, we know that this could none other be Tamel herself, because Tamel is not on Na Yubin's side. She's not on the antagonist's side. I mean, those bits of evidence that is showing it could really state that, it could really show that, she's not who we think it is, who we think it is, that this is Tamel herself. It's like all these signs, it strongly points at that. But then again, there could be something else to this. I could be wrong on that. But rereading this again, this is like, wow. Like, there's really thought this through. It just keeps connecting to so many things. But I really think this is Tamel. You don't seem to know much about him. Nobody's truly on the same side with Nayubin. Now, how would this specific memory know that, or assume that? Interesting. It may appear that way on the surface, but he is fundamentally incapable of belonging to a group. The sad thing is, he doesn't realize that. Neither do any of the folks around him. Guys, I would urge you to remember this whole section of the conversation. I'd like for you guys to remember this as we go along into more episodes and whatnot. I suppose you don't really need to know all that for now. Huh. But what am I doing in your mental world? I thought I was... Okay. So hold on, I may have another theory here. Because I like the first theory that I had, right? So hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for those of you who didn't mute the video, so I have a second theory here, right? I still like the first theory. But now in this one, the second theory here is that this could be, because it's the second theory may have a weaker stance to this, I think, versus the first one. Because in the second theory, let's say that this is the wolf, the younger version of the wolf that injured Tamel, right? So if she ends up losing in that fight, or maybe before she lost the fight, or I'm guessing like maybe she was hanging on a thread, that maybe once the reset happened, she I guess like that was like the what I guess that was like the saving grace that she needed, but it ended up sending her into like some type of coma, which like a coma, or maybe some type of data corruption in which she's not aware of what's happening. And from there, this is how she ends up growing up. She ends up growing up and seeing Tamel as, you know, still as her sister, but not having the other memories of the previous situation that happened within the old administration. So in this type of particular thing, this means that this gave her a chance to grow up around Tamel, getting to know her in a way, and then her growing up and not being aware of exactly what happened. So she's asking this person what's her name, because she's not aware, because she still sees herself as a child. But she had already grown up. So at this point, she asks who her name is, and she says her name is Yumina. So she's like, holy shit, this is me? And then she sees, oh, this is probably what happened, and she's saying, I guess I've failed after all. But I don't know. There's still some more pieces that could be connected to this, but I'm not sure I have enough of the information to strengthen that stance of this theory. But nonetheless, it is a curious thing. But hey, if you guys have any other extra information on it, feel free to put into the feel free to let me know in the comments section. But yeah, these are two strong possibilities. They're two strong possibilities of theories. However, I think the first theory has a lot more ground and evidence to stand on it than the second one does. Although the second one, there is a pretty good chance that could also be the case. Although I don't know how something like this is happening unless it's just that part of the information that we're missing, because we need the other substreams to show up. Maybe even the omens could probably eventually tell us, or maybe the Six Wings substream story, whenever they release that, could explain more on this. Man, this is a lot. This is a lot to cover on episode 3. I was not expecting that. But man, I'm glad I'm rereading this one. This is crazy. This place is where our memories overlap. I'm not sure how much time has elapsed. But he must have grown quite capable, considering he can forge a world this detailed. She must be talking about Yubin, right? The memories are confused because there are two masters residing in the same mental space right now. To reality. Blissful dream. I don't know, for some reason when I read this part right here, it has me think of the one of the four fiends, which was Lulu. I don't know why, but she ended up popping into my head when I read this part. You won't always know what lies ahead of you at the end of the road. You're not some coward who'd rather flee instead of putting up a fight. Oh, he's probably talking about that specific person. I succumb to my own destiny. Like the countless other failures. Interesting.
오빠, 우리 힘내봐요. 걱정 마, 내가 일으켜줄게. 자! 아프겠다. 저기도 전부 저희 땅이에요. 언니 오빠들이 완전 무적 상태예요. 걸려도 다시 오빠가 최고예요.
Awesome. Your prospects might be rather bleak. Remember her face. truly is. Are you assuming that she is what Hilde has told you she's not what she thinks she is? Whew. Completely swindled you. Ooh. Yep, they played you like a damn fiddle.
이렇게나 많은 적을 준비해두다니 역시 여자 마음을 잘 안다니까.
Man, oh man. And I think this is a good cliffhanger. A lot of interesting things have happened here, and man, there's so many theories I've formed from this. But I definitely think that there is something that I'm missing here, and I don't think that I can get the information unless they come out with more of the, more of the other substreams, and maybe even continuing on with the recent omens, because we still have a few more omens left that they have to release that we have yet to read because it hasn't released yet. But yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, if I'd love to know what you guys think about it. And if you have any other extra information on what I was talking about before, then yeah, feel free to let me know. But wow, I wasn't expecting this much information to be covered on there. There was a lot to cover on this. Really interesting. But yeah, the next time we're going to continue with Act 3 and Act 4. So that is going to be awesome. But before we end it here, we're going to play at least a few matches of PvP. Going to play about 2 matches. So I was doing some testing and whatnot, and I ended up forming a team like this. Now this is a team that I ended up thinking of because of the situation with if you guys looked at the last video I put up, which was the Grand Expedition, it kind of was the inspiration to give me this type of idea. I was winning a few matches with it, but there are some cases where I did lose. So yeah, let's see if we could get a win.
숨어봤자 꼼짝마 경축해 해줄게. 사랑해요.
브레이브로 긴급 출동한다. 버텨보시고
흑우주까지 가르쳐드리죠. 변의 인도자씨, 우리의 길을 밝혀주소서. 내 길은 없어요.
Okay.
정화를 시작합니다. 학술을 시작해볼까요?
Nice.
내 앞을 가로막는다면 전력으로 맞설 뿐이야.
반드시 구하겠어. 잠겨라. 저 많이 칭찬해 주실
Nice.
거죠?
GG's. But yeah, so as you can see, this is a pretty crazy type of build. You know, if players aren't expecting something like this, they can lose pretty quickly. Especially with the Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga is like wiping out the units with a lot of the damage that it hits. And then having Mordred start shooting from there. Now I learned this based off of the expedition that I was playing last time, when I had Awaken Alex, well not Awaken Alex, Rearm Alex, Moors, Mordred, and Jaina Corpel. So I was like, yo, this is actually an effective strategy. And then this unit here, she's a sadistic character, but man, oh man, can she be really useful in battles like that. It's crazy. And you saw how they tried to stun her, and they couldn't, and Alice couldn't even stun her. Like, she's definitely a problem. I really like her design. Ooh, okay. All right, let's see if we could bring another win home. Game. That's weird. Why is it freezing like that? Oh, there we go.
힘내봐요. 기억들을 맹세를 기분 좋게 해줄게. 나비아 프로토콜 활성화. 계속 우리를 도와줘. 할머니.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one right here.
금방 끝날 거예요. 정전이 가라. 아직 포기하기 밀라. 파이어를 확보해.
I may need. Oh, yeah, they're dying way too fast.
친구들을 위해 대책하리.
I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm gonna use Yumina.
지금부터
I don't know if we can pull this off because we may be too late. Oh, we did it just in time. Oh man. Oh, but it's too late. It's what is it? Esther already got it to us.
싸우지 마세요.
Yeah, I still think that probably was a right call, because if we didn't, Felix would have definitely took us down to shreds. She would have torn us to shreds on that. But yeah, as you can see, there are ways to stop this type of build and whatnot. But hold on, actually, I want to check something else. Okay, you know what? I want to do one more, just one match of Great Expedition. I want to try this again. I want to do this again because I did have a lot of fun with this one. So let's do one round of this and see what we get. Let's see if we can beat this again. So I'm gonna put this at full auto until we can get like better units, and then we can be creative in what we're doing. Ooh. Oh, we got riflemen this time. Yeah, let's use that. This might be a better idea. So far, so good. I'm gonna select this one for the deployment cost. Nice. Yeah, we could use this one. Alright, let's see. What do we get? Okay. A ranger? Oh, wait. No, that's regular riflemen, right? Yeah, that's the regular ones. And we didn't really gain much from that. But since we're versus snipers, we might as well take this team and add some more rifles to it. Okay, we can go with Ryan. Ryan's pretty good with his stuns. We could definitely use something like that. Actually, we're gonna do this. Yeah, put 2 tanks. Yeah, see, he's really good with stuns. Bobbing and weaving. Man, they are like, they are spamming this. The fact that we have 2 defenders and we still like struggling like that, I don't like the odds of this. We're gonna start increasing more of our attack, and hopefully we can get a much stronger unit. Yeah, something like this. No, we're gonna go with defender. Alright. Nice. Okay, now we're talking. We got... Oh, this is rearm rivet. Oh, yeah, we're definitely choosing her. Definitely. We're going to be replacing this guy, the rifleman, with her. Oh, perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. I think we got this. Nice. All right. Whew. That was a close one. What do we get now? I would say the Rangers is good. Alright, zone 1 has been cleared. Okay, ooh, we got a lot of artifacts here. What are we gonna get? Alright, so we're gonna rescue a survivor. Nanahara Shifuyu. Let's go. Whoa, okay, now we're talking. Wait, ooh, anomaly detected. As you exit the dimensional route, a deafening crash rocks the hull, and a salvaging ship turned pirate has locked onto you. You could escape, but someone also nearby is already trapped in the same fight. Okay, so we might as well help them. Who we fighting? Oh man, we're versus these guys. The scavengers. Well, we got Shifuyu and Rivet, and we got the admin rifleman, so we should be fine. Ooh, who do we get? Nice, we got Abigail. I will put her in here. I know it's being risky, but Shifuyu could temporarily be used as a tank. I can temporarily use her as one. And we're gonna make it to where she's 120 status too, so we should be okay with this. For now, at least.
베이기 전에 벤다. 잡아봐! 어디? 일성. 잡아봐! 이것이 내 검의 크기. 장단인가요? 그 생명도. 장단인가요?
Nice. Ooh. Shinja. Okay, so we got another anomaly. Let's choose the middle one. Oh man, we gotta fight. Uh-oh.
왜 그래? 날려버리! 더 즐기자고! 물러나라! 날려버린다! 될 수 없는 것까지도 되어보이겠다! 사상의 고정성이를 해생년도 예? 어디? 딱 잡았다!
Oh man, they damaged the ship. Whoa, we ended up getting Black Rose. Let's go.
블랙 족속인데 적을 섬멸합니다. 정신을 정신을 어디 사자리야? 당신 차례. 사자리야. 당신 차례. 내 검의 당신 차례. 에스코트를 호출하겠습니다. 에스코트 명령이다. 그랜드 프로모션.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Who do we choose this time? Theoretically, I could choose Shinja again, which would then lead to even faster attack speed. Actually, I'm curious to see that. So what would happen if we replace Rivet with another Shinja? How would this work?
건성으로 싸우시면 안 돼요. 마스터.
That is crazy. Wow. Look at all these clothes. Oh man, that's so broken. Okay, yeah, skill haste. This is a good one. We would definitely need that. Alright, so we gotta replace it with a ship. I don't have any machines, so I'm still gonna use Abram, just because we had some real good luck with it. Oh wow, and we're taking damage too. Got it. We could replace this. So we ended up getting Morgana. Oh, she's a 4-star. She's a 4 cost. We're gonna stick with this still. We're gonna stick with the same strategy here. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be good because we could definitely handle this one, just because of the attack speed.
물러나라. 제압하세요. 이건 모든 위협이 근절한다. 피할 수 없는 제압하세요. 강렬하게 당당하군요. 당신 차.
Oh no! Did we get him? I think we did.
제압하세요. 정신을 호출하겠습니다.
Oh, I don't think we did. Uh oh. Oh man, what a coward! Such a strategic move too.
적을 섬멸합니다. 정중하게 모셔드리겠습니다. 사생의 보병 어디? 에스코를 출하겠습니다. 당신 차례는
Ooh.
모든 위협은 당신 차례예요.
Oh man, we might lose. Oh. Oh yeah, this might be it. Shibuya, you gotta finish him. You gotta finish him now, before it's too late. Oh man. By the skin of our teeth. That is crazy. Okay, so we gotta be extra careful about this. We could try to use Jushiyun. We could replace Shifuyu with Jushiyun. Actually, no. We can replace that. Actually, yeah, we will. We'll replace it with them. Oh boy. Alright, let's explore. We are in trouble. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Alright, so we're gonna use the Enterprise. So we gotta go full DPS on the third sector. Alright, let's see what happens.
물러나라.
너무 늦진 않았죠? 그건 사용할게요.
같이 싸워줘.
실례합니다. 어이쿠.
모든 위협은
어설퍼도
근절한다.
Alright, perfect.
이해해 주세요.
모든
Oh,
위협은
shit.
근절할 수 없는 것까지도 베어보이게.
Yikes.
있어.
I don't know if we're gonna make it. We might not win this. Yep. Oh man.
모든 위협은
Wait,
근절한다.
it's still not over yet. Oh yeah, it's over. Wow. Like, the fact that they were their defenders and they still annihilated Rangers.
뒤처리는 제가 맡겠습니다.
That's pretty absurd. And this is 120 WoW maxed out, by the way. That's crazy. Actually, hold on. The Rangers, well, they didn't have any defense, but I'm not sure. I don't think that that would have made a difference anyway. But hey, at least we maxed everything out, I guess. Oh man. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that. A lot of crazy stuff happening on main episode 3. We're going to be finishing up the other 2 as well. Also, if you guys wanted to see the video that I put out for the Great Expedition, feel free to check that out. I did get all the rewards on there. It did take me about maybe, I think, 5 or 6 attempts on it, but overall it was interesting. We did get a nice set of units that we got lucky on. Moors is pretty powerful. Of course, I think maybe they probably do need to adjust the damage a little bit on specific enemies, especially if the enemies are on the disadvantaged side. It really didn't, as what you could see what happened there, it really didn't seem like they were at a disadvantage at all, because they were just like annihilating units, especially awakened units, which is kind of crazy that that's the case, especially if they're at a lower level like that. And when you put them at a level 120, there seems to be a little wonkiness with the adjustments on that, because it just seems like they're able to steamroll so many of the units unless you have Moors. Because even when you have Titan, rearmed Titan, it didn't seem like Titan could do anything about it. Like, Titan was getting bodied way too fast. I even had it in the last video on there of when I did the Grand Expedition. And as you can see here, Jushiyun, he was getting annihilated even as a 120, which is kind of odd. But yeah, I think they need to do a little bit of fair adjustments on that, because it seems like only Moors is capable. Well, I'm not even gonna say only. It's just that it seems that Moors has a better chance at survival than any of the other units that they put in this mode. So yeah, definitely some adjustments do need to happen, in my opinion at least. But other than that, it was fun. It's fun, still fun. I enjoyed it, still do. But yeah, that'll be it for me, guys. Catch you later.